Good evening, friends. Am I audible and visible? Yes, Shantanu, Jai Hind. Shantanu. Bring them on camera. Okay, Prashanto. Okay. Prashanto from Bhubaneswar. Shantanu. Let me start today. Today, the subject is how the resolution of non-cooperation movement and Khilafat movement, resolution of Khilafat movement got passed by Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. That it is the only single point discussion. In majority of the textbooks, the real history, the dramas behind is not written. Rather, it is mispresented. What was the role of Chittaranjan Das in this 150 years of Chittaranjan Das Deshbandhu? I was searching the history. What was the role of Chittaranjan Das and what was his response to these resolutions of non-cooperation and Khilafat movement placed by Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi? Number one. And why within few years of 3 years the resolution of non-cooperation and Khilafat movement was passed in 1920, and in 24 rather, Chittaranjan Das is going to form a separate, rather a unit in the Congress as Swarajya Dal with a different purpose of entry into councils. And entry into councils by Swarajya Dal is always described by Gandhi as negation of his non-cooperation movement, is against his non-cooperation movement. Why Chittaranjan has to take recourse to Swarajya Dal and a new movement of entering into the councils? And third question, why within the starting of the non-cooperation movement by Gandhi in the early part of 1921, within months, why Gandhi withdrew non-cooperation movement on a very weak reasoning with false plea of Chaura Chauri? On a false plea that movement has become violent. On that plea, non-cooperation movement was stopped by Gandhi. Was the non-cooperation movement aimed at British? Was the Gandhi's non-cooperation movement was to fight against British or some other purpose, some undeclared agenda? What for Gandhi picked up the resolution of non-cooperation movement and started it, and only to withdraw it within months? Was to Gandhi the fight against the British the primary aim, or something different aim undeclared? Was ever the independence of India was the primary aim of any of the movements of Gandhi, or some other thing? Those are the questions. Only those questions I will discuss today. And majority of the historians in our country has not clearly written this. And some historians like Professor R.C. Majumdar and some other persons has written it. But we do not read those volumes where the written actual intentions of Gandhi is clearly written. Let me come in the background. The Calcutta Congress, September 1920, Wellington Square, Calcutta Congress, midterm Calcutta Congress, All India Congress, where the chairman is Lala Lajpat Rai. In this September Congress, Gandhi got passed his resolution of non-cooperation movement and Khilafat movement. And in this platform in Wellington, Gandhi gained the image of All India, the supreme leader of the Congress. But how these resolutions were passed? What was the response of the other leaders of this country? In this area, apparently the historians like to impress upon us that all the leaders, majority, supported the non-cooperation movement. That is the lie. That is the lie. These historians who still now write Khudiram Bose as terrorist. And their reasoning is, they tell as in the original documents of the British age, there the Khudiram was recorded as terrorist. And they tell we cannot distort history. That's why they are still now using the term terrorist. These are the historians, textbook writers, who still now, as discoverer of radio waves, they write Marconi. They do not know Jagadish Chandra Bose. Still now in the volumes for the ICS, IPS and other examinees and the postgraduates in history, the volumes write, it is Nehru who created planning committee and commission. From these historians you cannot get the real history. I am going. What was the background behind this 1920 Congress? See, in 1919, there is Jallianwala Bagh. There is Jallianwala Bagh. And on this, the people of this country was very angry against British. And in 1919, there was British India Act 1919, some reforms of India rule. In this background, what should be the work duties of the congressmen on this issue? This midterm All India Congress met in Wellington, Calcutta in September 1920. Here, Gandhi got passed his resolution. Do you know how he got passed? Historians tell that all the national leaders supported him. No, this is lie. I am now quoting a volume. Volume is, yes, I am quoting a volume. Volume, Jinnah of Pakistan by Stanley Woolpert. Not only I will quote one volume, I will quote other volumes to corroborate. Page number 69. What he is writing? I am quoting. This Wellington Congress was presided over by Lala Lajpat Rai. Calcutta Congress gave Gandhi his first major victory. For though his non-cooperation program was strongly opposed by Bengal's leading politician C.R. Das, Bipin Chandra Pal, who joined forces with Jinnah, Annie Besant, against whom the Mahatma with Ali brothers and Motilal Nehru. That means with Mohandas, only supporters were Ali brothers and Motilal Nehru. No other Congress leader of any part of this country was supporting Gandhi. You see, again quoting other leaders who was against Mohandas. In this, Motilal Nehru emerged with the clear majority mandate to lead march against the government. But how it was passed, I am quoting. Khilafat trainloads of Gandhi's leading supporters. The trains from West India came. Full of his Khilafati supporters. And the whole funding was by the merchants, Muslim merchants of West India, by the Marwari merchants of West India. Though they funded the journey of the trains to Calcutta and all the cost of their stay in Calcutta, and all the Khilafatis came to vote for Gandhi's resolutions. And again, reading the supporters had been shipped across the country to pack the Congress pandal and vote for their hero's resolution. Their hero is Gandhi. We'll see another volume of Netaji Subhash Chandra, his Indian struggle. Here is writing, before this Calcutta Congress, already there is from 1919 a pact between Khilafatis and Gandhi. The pact is for mutual benefits. Gandhi will help the Khilafat movement and Khilafatis will help Gandhi to become the All India leader. I'll again quote that volume. After transforming Congress into a populist political party. It marked the revolutionary shift of the Congress from the base of support to lower class mass, funded by, you see, the funded by, whole fund is coming from the wealthy Hindu Marwaris and the Muslim merchants and Muslim industrialists. It has become the duty of the Muslim merchants and industrialists and Marwari industrialists and merchants to boost up Gandhi as the Congress leader. They all funded the train journey of thousands of voters, all Khilafatis, Muslims, from West India to Calcutta. And they funded their stay in Calcutta. Lokmanya Tilak died on the day Mahatma Gandhi launched his first nationwide Satyagraha on August 1, 1920. That means 1 month before the resolution is passed, already Congress started, Gandhi individually started his Satyagraha without the Congress, consent of the Congress. Tilak himself refused to accept Gandhi's lead in all these movements and was too orthodox a Brahmin to embrace Khilafat the cause. Annie Besant, who never trusted Gandhi, openly denounced the movement as a channel of hatred, while Gokhale, the moderate successor at the head of the Servants of India Society, and V.S. Srinivasa Sastry considered Mahatma Gandhi as fanciful. Firoz Shah Mehta, most conservative disciple of Dinsha Wacha, a leader of the National Liberation Federation, called Gandhi a madman, a mad, arrogant man, and Montague Chelmsford described it as the spearheading of the pan-Islamism in India, taking charge of the extremist movement. You see, this is the situation. And whatever our historians is trying to tell us, that all the leaders supported his movement, this is lie. This is a wrong presentation of facts. I am again telling, why this Khilafat movement? Is Khilafat any issue related to India? Is is Khilafat a geographical issue of India? Is a political issue of India? Khilafat issue is of Turkey, of the Muslim country, and it is Gandhi who is incorporating this extraterritorial issue, a communal issue, into our secular platform of the Congress. This, and in one place, Professor Asim Mujumdar is writing, Khilafat was the primary target. Khilafat movement was the primary target of Gandhi. Non-cooperation movement was against British was not the primary target. Khilafat was his primary target. To boost up the Khilafat movement, Gandhi needed non-cooperation movement. The primary aim is the Khilafat movement. The Khilafat movement, his ideas had been already formulated before the Congress in separate meetings between the Khilafatists and Gandhi. There is their vested interests. To boost up that movement, the Khilafatist movement in India, Gandhi needs another movement, that is non-cooperation movement and British. From the Congress platform. That means he is trying to misuse the Congress platform from the Khilafati movement, from Khilafat. Absolutely a pan-Islamic issue from Islamic fundamentalist issue. Now I will quote from Indian Struggle of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. Now I will quote from, yes, I am quoting from Indian Struggle, Subhash Chandra Bose, page 58-59. There is Government of India Act 1919 and also the Jallianwala massacre. People are very angry against British. This movement, you see. Gandhi had therefore strengthened himself by an alliance with the Muslim leaders and with the All India Khilafat committees. In fact, he was so sure of his position in the country that if the Congress had rejected his plan of non-violent, non-cooperation, he would have launched his campaign with the support of the Khilafatist organizations only. The matters did not, however, come to such a pass. Such a pass means other leaders did not oppose to that extent. Anyway, by the trainload of persons, Khilafatis, who flocked into the pandals of the Congress in Wellington. At that time in Congress there was no particular list of voters to vote for the resolutions in Congress. Anyone is entering into the pandal is voting. And by that process, Gandhi managed the passage of these resolutions. This is democracy. This is democracy. Gandhi rose to this position in that maneuvering. And the whole funding was by the Muslim and Marwari industrialists and businessmen of the West. And you know, when a businessman and industrialist support a person like Gandhi here, if not there is a support from behind the ruler, the supreme ruler, that is the British, there is a tactful support of the British. Otherwise, the, the merchants and the businessmen could not dare support, dare fund this process. Beside the Muslim leaders, Mr. Gandhi had a powerful ally in Pandit Motilal Nehru, the leading advocate of the Allahabad, and leader of the United Provinces. The opposition to Mohandas Gandhi plan was sponsored by C.R. Das. Yes, that means as per Netaji Subhash Chandra, C.R. Das opposed it. But your historians is telling C.R. Das supported. No, wrong history they are telling. And leading advocate of Calcutta, leader of Bengal, and Pandit Malviya, Annie Besant, both ex-presidents of the Congress, who had influential support in many parts of the provinces. And also Netaji is telling Gandhi could rise only because just before that Lokmanya Tilak has died. And I have told you, Lokmanya Tilak was in prison cell in Burma for 6 years. He was released just to die outside the gate of the British jail. And all these things, the death of Lokmanya Tilak gave a good opportunity to Gandhi to rise. This is the statement in this volume of Subhash Chandra. Then I am, and you see after that, then the Nagpur Congress, you see. Then in December, just up in December, Nagpur Congress. If really C.R. Das supported Gandhi in adoption of this non-cooperation and this Khilafat movement, why C.R. Das went to Nagpur with team of volunteers from Calcutta, spending so much money, so much energy to oppose Gandhi in Nagpur Congress against all these resolutions? And remember, this non-cooperation movement as framed by Gandhi, he was framing non-cooperation to all schools and colleges. That means the boys and girls will boycott the schools, and while they will be educated, they will boycott the colleges, and while they will read. Even the courts, then the cases while they will be settled. Even universities, hospitals. On these specific grounds, there was opposition. Opposition by Chittaranjan Das, by Annie Besant, Lokmanya Tilak and his followers, Madan Mohan Malviya, even Acharya P.C. Rai, Rabindranath, Ashutosh, all opposed it. But resolutions passed by the muscular power, by the muscle power, who came from Khilapati Express, Khilapati trains. And then naturally, subsequently, that situation was compelling on Deshbandhu, because at that time in Goa Congress, he was strong enough to oppose him, but Gandhi begged from him 1 year. And you know, in Nagpur Congress, Gandhi begged 1 year, and he told all the revolutionaries who went from Bengal there and other leaders from all over the country, he begged from them only 1 year. He promised that he will, by his movement, bring Swaraj for the country. But you know, in 1 year, there was no Swaraj. There was almost no progress of any form of Swaraj to our countrymen. And actually, Swaraj was not the primary aim of Gandhi. Any form. To him, the main aim was boosting the Khilafati movement. Khilafati. And you know, by this time, different parts of the country, there was massacres of the Hindus in the hands of the Muslims. The Muslims massacred in the name of Khilafat movement. They massacred Hindus in Kerala and the other parts of the country. Gandhi remained silent. He never uttered a single word against this butchering by the Muslims. He never uttered. Brahmacharya, you are asking why they wanted to destroy Hinduism. Is Mohandas truly a Hindu? His DNA and his mentality? Is Nehru a Hindu? Then I am coming. Remember, there is many questions. If there is a non-cooperation, boycotting of all the, and non-cooperation movement is not a new thing. It's not a new thing in 21. Long before that, during the Agni Yug, even in the Maharashtra, during the early days of 1896-97, when the movement started by their Savarkars and Chapekars, boycott of the British goods, non-cooperation, started long before in Maharashtra and in Bengal, in Agni Yug. British goods boycotting, even tax, stopping of giving taxes. All were there. It is not a fact that non-cooperation invented by Mohandas. It is not a fact. And you see, next, and then one important thing happened in 1920, early part, Subhash Chandra, after resignation from the ICS, he joined C.R. Das in the Congress movement. And in 1921, very important thing happened, I tell you. When this November, British Prince was coming to India for tour, and All India Congress gave a call of boycotting him. And boycotting the prince is a show of disrespect to the prince. At that time, it was Lord Reading was the viceroy of British India, viceroy. And the organization in Bengal that time was so strong under the leadership of Chittaranjan Das and the organizational capacity of Subhash Chandra that the non-cooperation and boycott movements was most successful in this part of this country. And the prince started his tour from Bombay and supposed to come within 1 month to Calcutta. Lord Reading got frightened. If that disrespect and boycott is shown to the prince, that will be a very a very bad name for the British Empire. Lord Reading wanted a compromise with C.R. Das. C.R. Das was in jail at that time. In jail. From England, from Delhi, Lord Reading came to Calcutta to meet C.R. Das in jail. And he gave information to Madan Mohan Malviya in Benares. Madan Mohan Malviya came to Calcutta. And Madan Mohan Malviya and C.R. Das agreed, and Lord Reading offered state autonomy, state rule, that from now on the Indians will rule the states, some state autonomy. Madan Mohan Malviya agreed, even Jinnah agreed, C.R. Das agreed, and C.R. Das told that as Gandhi is the All India leader, let there be a consent from him, and Gandhi sabotaged the whole process. Do you know? And what was the Gandhi's argument? Gandhi's argument was, let the Khilafat issue be settled first. You see the point? Let the Khilafat issue be settled first, and let there be the declaration of the date of the Gold Table Conference. You see? And Lord Reading is telling, Khilafat issue policy is drawn by the British cabinet, and the Round Table Conference date to be framed by the government of England. I have no right to tell on that. As a viceroy, I have the capacity to talk to you, to agree to you on state autonomy. That is my power. Gandhi sabotaged this. Gandhi sabotaged on a plea that the Khilafat issue has to be tackled first. That means to Gandhi, Khilafat is the primary aim, not any form of autonomy of this country. What C.R. Das was telling? Let there be state autonomy first, one phase to our independence. And acceptance of this state of autonomy doesn't mean that we will not subsequently fight for our total independence. Let there be some state autonomy. And you see that state autonomy, which was supposed to come to us, was almost coming to us in 1921. It was taken in 1937. That means 2137. After 16 years, that means our march was delayed by 16 years by Mohandas. This is Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. To Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, any form of independence, any form of Swaraj or state autonomy was not the target of this non-cooperation movement. Non-cooperation movement main target was to boost the Khilafat movement, the pan-Islamic movement in India, to create disharmony in this country. This is Gandhi. This is Gandhi. A cheater. Always in his whole political career, always he had his undeclared agendas. And always that means, always he's a betrayer. He had his knife, hidden knife, always hidden in his pocket, always. This is Gandhi. And I will not talk it more. Please read on this. Whatever is in the usual volumes of history, there you will see that there is a good relation between Deshbandhu and Gandhi. That is wrong. That is wrong. Rather, I will read now few lines of Mahakal Katham. Mahakal Katham, some statements which came from the lips of the Mahakal, recorded by his disciples. This portion was recorded by Dr. Pavitra Mohan Rai. The date is, I am telling, the date of the record is 5th February 1963. Yes, 1963. I am just reading, I will translate. Just 5 lines. অন্ধ হয়েও না পবিত্র, এই বাংলারই গুরু, দেশবন্ধু এবং শিষ্য ব্যাস। এর শক্তি ছিল মিস্টার গান্ধী ও জহরের সামনে গন্টলেট ফেলে দেওয়ার এবং ওপেন ফাইটে বারংবার হারিয়ে দেওয়ার। যে পরাজয়ের অপমান এরা ভোলেনি, ভুলতে পারে না। মনে রেখো, মিস্টার জিন্না দারুণ অভিমানী আলাদা হয়ে মুসলিম লীগ তৈরি করেন। একমাত্র কারণ জহর মিস্টার জিন্নাকে পাকিস্তান তৈরি করে নেবার জন্য ফ্যানাটিক জহর করেছিল। নাও আমি ট্রান্সলেটিং। পবিত্র, ডোন্ট বি ব্লাইন্ড। Late Guru Deshbandhu of this Bengal and his disciple had that power and courage to place gauntlet in front of Johor and Mr. Gandhi and to invite them to open fight repeatedly, and both this Gandhi and Johor has been defeated repeatedly. And this Gandhi, Nehru will never forget that inglorious moments of their defeat in their hands, and never forget Jinnah left Congress after being much abused, and he joined Muslim League, and the main reason of his joining Muslim League is Johor, and Johor made Jinnah fanatic about Pakistan, and this is Mahakal Kathan. And these few lines, when I was framing the book Netaji to Bhagavanji, I read it, but I could not fathom all these lines. But when I was reading other volumes on Siar Das and the volume Stanley's Ulpat's Jinnah and Indian Struggle by Subhash Chandra Bose, and after that I could fathom to some extent the real relation between Siar Das, Chittaranjan Das and Mohan Das. And the Mahakal's lines on this, there are so many records, I think, must be there, and in future we should read all those things. History, whatever written in these forms, are not honestly written, is not proper. The things should be written in proper perspective. Let me stop here today. If some answer is there, if some question is there, or some suggestions, I'll subsequently discuss on these things. This watching Pranab Majumdar, Suman Das, Brahmacharini, exactly. Khilafat, British Shantanu, Khilafat and British toolkit brand ambassador. What? Gandhi, yes. Any other comment? No. Why? To Gandhi and Nehru, the main aim was to satisfy the Islamic interest. Prashanto Maiti, Prashanto Vishwas. Any comment? Yes, audible. Yes. It seems he was waiting for some incidents to happen to fulfill his British master's agenda. Chaura Chauri was the excuse. Yes. Khilafat, British It seems she was waiting. Yes. Was it Nirmal is telling? Let me stop here. Thank you. Good night.